Hi, I'm Ken Hockey with WorkBoat magazine, and I'm here at the Society of Naval Architect and Marine Engineers convention in Houston. And I've got three questions for Sean Fernstrum, president of R.W. Fernstrum and Company, manufacturers of keel coolers and box coolers, and representing Trantor heat exchangers. Sean, what can you tell us about the challenges that owners need to keep in mind when they move from Tier 1 to Tier 2 and so forth?
Well, in making those changes from one tier to the next, what they have to keep in mind is that while the ratings on those engines may stay the same, the engine itself is a very different animal. So for accessory manufacturers like myself, we've got to take into consideration the changes, well in my case in particular, I've got to look at the changes in heat rejection, the flow rates, the temperatures I need to return. All of those things change completely. And so while the customer, the end user, may think everything's the same, it's just a matter of throwing another digit on the end of that tier system. It makes a big difference for your accessory manufacturers.
Now you're here at the Tsunami show, and you're going to be at the WorkBoat show next month. And what's the value of these trade shows and trade group memberships, that type of thing? What do you say?
What that allows us to do as a manufacturer, supplier, or a service provider is it lets us get a one-on-one relationship with the individual members of these trade organizations. So we can sit down with them, give them information on what we have to offer them, and do it in an environment where we can create a real one-on-one relationship, and they can be a lot more comfortable in researching our products and feel a lot better in specifying the types of products and services we have to offer.
Now, what about you giving us a prediction as far as what you see ahead for the next 12, 18 months in the workboat industry?
Things are definitely going to look up. Looking at where we've been the last couple of years, going into the next year, year and a half, even 2 years, things are going to change dramatically for the better. I think we're going to start looking at periods similar to where we were maybe 15 years ago, in the mid-90s. I think we're going to have a lot of business activity, both here domestically and worldwide. As equipment was moved out of the Gulf to other regions in the world, a lot of the vessels went with that equipment, and those vessels, they're not going to be returning, and there's going to be a lot of demand for new equipment made here in the States. So there'll be plenty of opportunity for people to get on board with that program. There's a couple of things they're going to have to keep in mind. We've got a terrible shortage of skilled labor, and materials are going to be in very high demand. And we're going to have another period of skyrocketing material prices. So people are going to want to start getting on board and prepping for this, talking to their distributors, talking to the local tech schools, and getting kids in these programs so they've got workers and they're ready to hit the ground running on the labor side of things. And also, as I said, talking to their distributors when they're getting the materials and see if they can't get those folks to start getting some of those supplies up so that they're ready to go when the orders start rolling in.
All right, Sean. Well, thanks a lot for your time, and best of luck to you.
Thank you much.